Today we're going to be opening packs of 1979 Donruss Rock Stars. These vintage packs feature cards from The Village People, Queen, The Babies, and Kiss. Let's get into it. Before I get ahead of myself, my name is Reed, and I've been collecting rare music cards for over 30 years. I searched the globe for hard-to-find music cards, both vintage and not-so-vintage, to add to my always-growing collection. I don't consider myself an expert at any of this. I'm just a guy with a camera enjoying this crazy hobby. Feel free to come along every Sunday where I'll post a new video showing my inside look at how I go about growing my collection. Welcome to collecting music cards. Alright, so today I've got 8 packs of Rock Stars cards by Donruss, 1979. And we're going to open up 8 of these packs right now. I think there's 7 cards per pack. And I'm going to be, the first card, more than likely, the first card in each pack is going to be a sacrifice card, only because the gum is attached to it. There's a piece of gum here, and it's not moving around, so more than likely that top card is going to be affected by that. And this is a unique set in the way that it says on it that it features cards by Queen, The Babies, Village People, and Kiss. You might think that those are some of the bands. Those are all the bands. That's all it has in there. Village People, Queen, Babies, and Kiss. That's it. So we're going to take a look at these. They're from 1979, so it's a nice vintage pack. And these are still slightly available out there. People have boxes out there currently. In the current market, you're looking at roughly somewhere in the $200, mid $200 range for a box of these. And so there are some boxes out there. There's not a ton. But we're just going to take a picture of, we're going to take a peek at 8 packs and see what we can come up with out of these right here. If I get any really clean, nice cards out of there, I'll go ahead and have maybe a few of them graded. So let's start ripping into these. Here we go. They're definitely wax packs, old school, very waxy. And let's see what we've got with this gum situation here. Okay, so I'm going to leave the top card in there. In this particular case, the gum is stuck to a Village People card. And I don't think that there are any key cards in here. I think most of them are probably about the same value. Most sets that you go through, you're going to have a few stars in there, a few cards that are worth more than the others. And I haven't seen evidence that that's really the case here. So I worked on this a little bit to get this off of there, and it's taken quite a bit. So this gum is really stuck to this card here, as you can see. I can't separate it even a little bit. I might try something like, it's a miscut card anyway, but I might try something like freezing it in the freezer, then dropping it. That might work a little bit there. So let's, I'm going to put these aside, and I'm going to have a stack of gum cards right there. So we can take a look at these right here. And what do we got here? Let's see. This card is a bit, was the front card. It's a little waxy, a little dirty. This one, if you sent it in and graded it, it would not do well. And let's see. This is it's got a little bit of damage here too. So this is an Ace Frehley card. And this is what they look like here. And there's Ace. And you can see kind of a film on the card. The black is not real clean there. So there's Ace Frehley. I'm going to put that front card over there too as well. These cards all in the center should be in nice shape. And once again, we've got another black border card. So These cards will, if I get any really super clean ones, they should grade pretty well if I choose to do that. Here's a queen card right here. Not the greatest photography on these. You can see there's a puzzle on when you put the backs of the cards together. A lot of the photography is just substandard. They just took some shots that they had rights to and they just put them in there. And you can see a lot of these are going to be dark, lack of color, when some other sets out there are just stunning as far as their color. Another queen card. There's queen. The babies. Saw the babies many years ago. Pine Knob Music Theater, Clarkston, Michigan. Looks like this poster or this puzzle on the back of this, obviously that's going to be Kiss. I don't think I'll have enough cards to put that together. Here's a Kiss card. I think the cards that people desire out of these mostly would be the Kiss cards. And here is the Village People. There we go. That's pack one. Oh, that's a great card. That's a great card, but it's the top card. Not good. Yeah, I can see it's a little bit kind of dusty and hazy from being inside the wax pack for how many years would that be now? 79 is that'd be like 44 years. I'm trying to see if there's two cards here or one. Feels like two. Man, it's like a thick card. Okay, well, I'm going to just put this aside right here. Oh, I kind of wish that this card here wasn't the top card because that's actually a very cool card there. That's a card I would have, other than the, you can see the, let's see if you can see that up close. Look, the haze on it. The centering wasn't too good on this card, but the picture itself is probably one of the better pictures I'm going to run into in here. Put that over here. Yeah, and if you take a look at these front cards also, let me see if I can give you some glare. Hold on. You can see all kinds of residual wax and residue on the card there, which some of that might be able to be wiped off if I run into a great card, but we'll see. So that's why I'm keeping these separate here. And once again, the babies. Back when I was listening to the babies, that would have been on cassette tape. Kiss. Village People. Here's another Kiss card. Another piece of the Kiss puzzle on the back, as you can see there. And that's a pretty good Village People card there, right there. That's pretty cool. All right, pack 3. Yeah, lots of residual on this card here, babies. So I'll put that aside over here. And this gum card, which I just made a nice mess here. Village People. That's the gum card right there. Village People here. Well off center. More in the area of miscut than off center. So yeah, this is miscut as well. Quality control was not a big deal, it looks like. There's the Village People again. Wow, I got a pack of Village People here. This is actually somewhat acceptable centering on this card here. And the babies. So some of these photos are actually pretty good. And some are not as good. Let's see what we have here. The babies. I've got a sacrifice on a Freddy card there. That's a shame. But that's Freddy there. I'm leaving those in the wrappers right there because I can feel that they just don't want to come out real easy. The card with the wax buildup on it. The babies. Here's Freddie and Brian. And this card doesn't have hateful centering. It's not good, but that might be a card that if I check everything else out on it, and if there's no other issues, corners look good, edges look good, surface is good. I'm getting a good angle on that. There's a little issue with this corner down here. So that one won't make it out there. But there's Freddie and Brian right there. This is a really cool Village People card right here. There you go. The babies. Village People again. I am getting a very wide selection of Village People cards here. And one more Village People. But actually they're using some pretty cool shots on these cards, so that's good. And I've opened these packs before years ago. I just don't remember much about them. I haven't looked at these in a while. I really, in my past year and a half, 2 years of grading cards, or, getting them ready to grade and, getting them graded in the last year, I did none of these cards. I graded none of these whatsoever. These 1979 Don Ross Rockstars cards. So it's always been a card that was in great supply. I never really panicked and knew I had to, make a move on it. Get them into my collection quick. These cards are out there still. This is the Waxy card. And there's Roger Taylor at the drums for Queen. Put that over here. Oh, look at this one. This is a nice looking card. I wish it was better centered. These are all pretty far off. Which means that when you do get these graded, if you get a good grade, you've earned it. You know, you must have gone through quite a few cards to get it. Unless certain boxes run this way and some don't. Um, I'm going to guess that all these packs were from the same box. Village People. And some of the cards have a puzzle on the back. There's probably one puzzle of each group that you can build. Like here's what's on the back of this card here. And some of them have, information, like there's Paul Stanley's information right there. Am I upside down? No, I'm right side up. Okay. Queen. There's Queen there. And Kiss. Good looking card there. Village People. These Village People cards are actually pretty classic. Next pack. Oh man, I'm getting crushed. They're putting good cards as the top card. It's just poor luck in that situation. Yeah, this isn't going to come out of there. The gum card is a Village People card. And here is the card with all the wax all over it. But that's a great card. Yeah. That would be nice to have all four of them in this, with this close-up headshot. Nicely centered, without the wax on them, and some mint cards that I could send in. Here's a nice group shot. Miscut, but it's a nice group shot of Kiss. Yeah, that's a pretty nice card. That's a colorful card. Good photo there. Babies. And I can see on the back of this Babies card is part of the Village People puzzle. So it's not like the babies are on the Babies puzzle and, so on. Let's see, the Star Child. Look at that. And this is a Kiss card with Village People on the back. So there we go. And Village People again. I would like to see at least one card be nicely centered out of these. So far, most of these cards aren't even within grading tolerance. Here's a Freddy card. Poor shot of Freddy. There's so many better cards than this out there. There's so many different shots they could have chosen other than that one right there. There's Freddy. The Cowboy. Baby's card. Put that aside. Village People. So for the price of a vintage pack 1979 being under $10, it's a pretty good buy. And I mean, these will dry up one day. And there are some cool cards in here. They're not going to garner a lot of respect right now, only because they're available. They're available. You know, people can order them in buy them in packs, and so for now, you can go out and buy a box of these. I think I saw some boxes at $250 or something like that. 36 packs in a box. And let's see, babies. But if you're a fan of any of these four bands, this isn't a bad way to go. Centering again. Look at that great big border on the right of the card. And on the left of the card, a thin little border. If I had to guess, I would say that that's definitely an 80-20. 80% on the right and 20% on the left. Here's a good Kiss card. This is a good Kiss card too. Yeah, I think that's the second one like that we've got. And there we go. There's Kiss. Of course, this is probably the best Freddy card in the set. And it is the wax card in this case. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to clean that up. It's dinged up here. It's in pretty bad shape. The card all the way around is in rough shape. If you take a look at the top here, let me see if I can give you. You can see that big ding in the top there. Give you some light to look at. So, and then the complexion of the card itself. You can see all that wax and residual all over it. But that card right there is a nice Freddy card. It's a good picture. And if I had that card in good shape, I would like to add one of those to my collection. Here's a great Kiss card. Looking at 75-25 as far as centering. 75% being on the right, 25% being on the left. I like the card too because it has Paul Stanley's information on the back as opposed to the puzzle. I love when the cards have information on the back. Village People. There we go. Queen. Second card like this we've received. There we go. And Kiss. And Village People. So yeah, centering wise, I struck out centering wise, and you can see a lot of the cards. You can see up here, this corner here, a little bit white on the corner. So condition wise, these are really tough coming out of the pack, and these were nice condition packs. Yeah, these were nice condition packs. I have no issue with the condition of the pack themselves. It's just what Don Ross chose to pack in those packs back then. Their quality control, you can tell, was somewhat substandard. And so we've got, what did I get? I think we said there were 7 cards. So there's 6 by 8. There's probably roughly 48, maybe 45 cards in this stack here. So yeah, there they are. I mean, nice clean edges and corners for the most part. I mean, black borders are impossible. So if any of these cards that have been sitting out of the packs for years and years, more than likely they have damage to them. These are still your best shot to get a great card out of this pack. There were some good cards in here. In fact, this card I thought right here, I thought this Freddy card was really, I think that's a solid card as far as to add to the collection if you have a nice one. I think these shots of Kiss, nice centered ones, that would be good to have. So, yeah, there we go. That's 1979 Don Ross Rockstars cards, 8 packs with the bubble gum. And what was funny was when I had these sitting in little individual bags until about a half hour ago. And when I undid the bags, this wafting smell of bubble gum, came out. I mean, this gum, even though it's 44 years old, it still smells like bubble gum, and that's really weird that stays around for so long. I know it loses its flavor right away, and you don't want to eat a piece of this. Years ago I ate an old piece of 1986 Fleer basketball gum. When it gets really old like this, it starts to, as soon as you bite into it, it kind of turns into sand. But everyone's going to eat a piece sooner or later, based on a bet or something, or a challenge or something like that. So anyway, that's what we have here. I hope you enjoyed that. We got a lot more packs and box breaks to come as time goes on. We'll show you some different products that I think are interesting products. So, I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you next time.